Hello, 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 and welcome to another Gameplay Day beta test playthrough. Today we are trying Modulus, which is a factory automation game where you cut, color, stamp, and assemble 3D building blocks. Design and optimize sprawling factories with creative freedom to efficiently fulfill the orders of the grand neural network. This is a beta test, so it's not the final product. Hopefully we find some bugs. If we don't, oh well. But that's what I want when I test the game. So we're gonna try this game out for a while. Usually I play for about 8 hours. Then after that, I'll just give my opinion on things like on a scale of 1 to 10, like graphics, music, storyline, playability, ease of playability, uh, entertainment, any personal thoughts I have, and then I'll do what I think could be the price, what I think would be the price, based on content value and just like retail value. If there's possibility for DLCs, what they could do and what those prices could do. Again, all of that's just in my opinion. They're just gonna do what they want because it's their game. My opinion doesn't really mean anything in regards to that. But anyways, so we're gonna try this out. If you do like what you see, or if you just want to help me, please do like and or subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you don't, I totally get that. I don't subscribe to like half the stuff I watch. But if you enjoy it and you feel so inclined, I would greatly appreciate it. Outside that, yeah, let's get into it. We can definitely do a survey afterwards. Okay. I like the foreground. Menu can limit the FPS. Okay. Audio. Oh, okay. Nice. Kudos to you. Okay, and they give you the option for that. Allow the game to run in the background as an idle game? Hmm. Check it out. That's me. Okay, welcome to Modules. Created by the Colony, you are an advanced AI designed for one purpose: total manufacturing efficiency. Your directive is clear: build a vast factory and maintain a steady supply of robots to serve the colony below. But when a transmission from deep space reaches you, it resonates not with code, but with something more. The grand neural network is calling out to you to connect with the GNN, the grand neural network, and uncover the truth behind its voice. You must establish the neural link, construct massive structures at unprecedented scale, the neural monuments. Only by completing them will you unlock your true potential. Okay, so it has a base storyline. That's cool. Calibrating systems. Welcome, unit Nova Forma 404. 404. Let's run a test protocol on your sensors. Try adjusting your camera. WASD to move the camera. Right and click the right mouse button to rotate the camera and zoom using the scroll wheel. So as far out as you can zoom. Oh, that's okay. Okay, mining resources. Your factory machines are called operators. They can be found on the bottom toolbar. Place down some miners to extract polyrock. Ah, you have to move. Okay. Q. No, R for rotate. Okay. R. Okay. I think you should put in the tutorial R to rotate, just so people are aware. The first melts polyrock into cubes, starting point of all modules you'll be creating. Furnace, R to rotate. Transport resources. Conveyor belts are used to move items across your factory. Now let's move the polyrock into the furnace. Ah, okay. Transporting resources. Conveyor belts are used to move items across your factory. Okay, so now. Okay, using the cutter operator. Using the newly unlocked cutter to cut the cube into two halves. Tip. To enter an operator, make sure the selection tool on the left side of the screen is enabled. You can quickly switch to it by pressing the right mouse button. Yeah. Oh, 1 cube, 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 4 cubes. Okay. So I want 2 cubes, so it'll do that. Alright. Inspecting the module. Let's take a look at the module we're going to make. It's being printed for your convenience. Basic core facility, small. To create this module, you will need the assembler that can combine two shapes into a new one. Okay. Assembler. And a line. The assembler requires two inputs. Use a splitter to send the two modules we cut to both. And the two modules we just cut to both assembly inputs. Set up the assembler by dragging and dropping the input pieces in the central area. Arrange them in the correct area. What if you make the wrong ones? to just get it out. Hmm. I wonder. Okay, we are going to do a restart because I think I might have broken it. Give me just a second here. Because not going the way that it's telling you to go, I can't proceed forward. So, wait, we found a bug. That's awesome. I'll take it. Okay. So we'll be careful this time. But hey, I found my first bug. You have this is the same kind of issue that happened with another game, the Candy Shop one. Yeah, blast quick as can. And then boop. Didn't have to stop midway through, and then boop. And this is the part where we have to. Make sure that it is set right. Okay. And then splitter. Okay, and those are set correctly. Now we can go in here. Boop. Okay. Constructing buildings. Great job creating your first module. Modules are the basic building blocks of any building. Let's begin construction of a basic core facility. Click the basic core facility. Cranes link conveyor belts to building platforms and are essential for supplying modules to buildings. Add a crane and assign it to the conveyor belt. Pick up the modules. Building requires a second module. Click the newly pinned module located on the right side of the screen. Previous production line provides a suitable foundation. Let's iterate on the existing design. While not the most efficient solution, it will suffice for the current objective. Different rotations yield different results. Okay. Work. Now hook up a crane to deliver the second module. Harvest pad and drones. Completed buildings produce resources. To collect those resources, place down a harvester pad and link drones to those buildings. Link a harvester pad to a basic core facility. Okay. Oh, that's why I had me switch view. The basic bot assembly. The basic core facility will start production as soon as it is completed. In the meantime, let's already start on the next building, a basic bot assembly. One of the new modules is black. Use the monotoner to turn modules black. Buildings don't care about module orientation. Okay, now that we're going to create new modules, it's a good idea to start another production line. There's a lot of unlimited resources on the map that you can use to increase our production. Don't forget to mine them. Unit Nova Forma 404. If you ever need more information about anything, you can have a look at the manual on the pause menu. Okay, we're going to check that out. Those are the extra mining resources. First, I want to There's a black one. Ah. Nope, wait, hold on. Because this guy needs... He needs... I don't know. I don't... Okay, we're gonna stop that for right now. the same as... And then is there a deconstruct? Okay, I like that. Okay, I like that even more. Oh, well, okay. And then you can also move. Okay, okay. So, there's in a manual. Okay, so let's check this out. Note that it's not yet possible to change key bindings, but it is playing in the future. Okay. QSD? Must be for a custom keyboard. Oh. Yeah, okay. Cool. Uh, okay. Mirror, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, so polyarc is the basic building material for any module in the game. Hexacrystals are primarily used for the creation of blue pigment, which is in turn to create blue paint. Oil, okay. Oil rig, and it's used like paint production, advanced chemicals, and more. Okay. This is cool. Paint is always created by mixing a specific pigment color with another resource using the dye mixer operator. For example, blue paint is created by combining blue pigment and oil. Keeping up production of paint is important for later buildings that require colored modules. If the paint production slows down, those colored buildings can't produce, and a snowball effect slows down everything further down the line. Okay. Conveyor belts are used to transport any items across your factory. Click and drag to draw a conveyor line. Conveyors. Tier 1 can move 120 items per minute. The speed is reached when all spots on the conveyor are occupied and is not blocked. It's possible to identify the amount of items a minute on a belt by looking at their occupied positions. Below are some examples that correspond to certain capabilities. This is really cool. I like this. This is a really this is a nicely thought out manual. Like just even this. And they give you like estimates or like what it is. So like if it's missing every other block, it's 20. If it's full, it's 120. Missing. If it's like every other block, it's 60. Missing every other block. Okay, that's cool. Tunnels are a great way for... Okay, I saw that on my options. Are great for items to pass blockers like operators or other conveyor lines. Oh, the items are transferred below ground and have the same speed as the slowest connected conveyor belt. The maximum distance a tunnel can cover is 7 grind tiles. Okay, so it's literally its whole purpose is like you dead end into another conveyor belt and you just need to get past it, and let's say it's split maybe once or twice or 3 times even. This is gonna allow you to at least get past that so that you can continue on. Yeah. Okay. That's smart. That's smart. I like that. It looks like they will have pictures here in the future. That's awesome. I'm sure it's gonna be like this, and there's probably gonna be one up here as well, like a zoomed out view of just like buildings and conveyor belts, maybe. I don't know. Like and them highlighted. I like this. That's really nice. I'm sure they're gonna have that here as well. See, like, yeah, that's awesome. Splitters use split the contents of any input conveyor onto outputs, conveyors, the output conveyor. To the two output conveyors. The splitters alternate its items between its outputs. If one output is blocked, the splitter will automatically output everything to the other conveyor. Okay, and it also, because it's getting split up, it's not doing as many per minute because it's less going across per minute. Okay, that's really cool. I like this manual. Like, I really like this. It's got, it's got a lot of stuff. Okay. Harvester pads come with, and like this is a great way to like for other people that are watching this video to be able to know about this game. They're gonna be able to see like all of the different things that you're gonna be able to use. Like this stuff looks cool. Just reading about it. Uh, Harvester pads come with harvester drones that should be linked to any building to collect resources. The drones will pick up an available crate of items once the building has finished its production cycle and drop it off at the harvester pad. From there, the items are outputted on a conveyor belt again. A standard harvester pad can service 4 buildings of the same item. It has an internal capacity of 48 items, which fills up if the harvester pad can't output its items. If the drones can't deliver their crates, they will wait until there is space. In turn, this might lead to buildings that can't continue their production because their crate is waiting to be picked up. Make sure drones don't become a bottleneck. If you place them too far from the building, they won't be fast enough to keep up with the production of the building. In general, the faster you make a building produce, the closer the harvester pad should be to position to keep up. It would be smarter to copy more buildings and link more harvester pads to them in order to keep production running efficiently. I like this. Later in the game, you'll be able to upgrade drone speed, capacity, etc. in the tech tree. That's cool. The counter, and this is in the early stages right now for them. It's a tool that can be used for tracking the throughput of conveyor belts. It will estimate the amount of items that pass through per minute. Oh, okay, so like just a wellness check on the speed. Note that the counter needs some time to calibrate before it can display a proper number. Changing production lines before the counter will result in it needing some time to display an accurate number again. Okay, so set it. You have to leave it for a while, and then it'll it'll let you know accurately. But if you keep on changing it, you're never gonna know what it actually is. Here's the miners. They extract 30 resources per minute. That means feeding a conveyor belt with more than 4 extractors will result in overloading. So 4 per conveyor. Oil rigs. The tier 1 has a very high output rate. It can extract 240 oil per minute on its 2 output belts. So one oil rig is two lines. The furnace melts 8 polyrock into 1 basic cube. Basic cube is comprised of 64 voxels, meaning that 1 polyrock is considered 8 voxels. This means a single operations need to have 8 polyrocks to create 1 cube. So it needs 8 mines for 1 cube. They give you all the numbers too. This is really cool. I'm just kind of in shock by that. The furnace can even convert modules back into cubes. It will count the voxels and add them to the creation of the next cube. Oh. Cutter is used to see. I like all these pictures, man. Like they're giving the numbers and everything. It's gonna be a good game. I mean, it already feels like it is a good game. Um, Yeah, so this does the cutter, and we're playing around with this. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's 1 to 2, so it's gonna be double that, and it's 1 to 4, so it's quadruple that. Okay. D- Yeah. One, two, three, four. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. That's really cool. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Each belt needs to match the out should match the output for the maximum, but it might be multiple belts. You have to like add it up. Damper allows the piercing of specific selection of voxels. That's cool. And I figured out how to eliminate the conveyor belt item, so you don't have to restart when you make mistakes. That's good to know. I'm sure people will pause this so they can read it. I'm just in shock and awe of this. Oh. Yeah. Dude. Oh, really, dude? See, now this reminds me of SimCity, just like the population maps. Um, which is this is obviously a completely different thing. So EA, don't even think about it. Um, I like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Dude, this is awesome. Okay. Um, so let me think here. Deliver the first. Okay. So we are going to want a splitter here, and we're gonna want. Actually, let me think here. Yeah. So we'll have that. And we need this. Hold on. I want to do boop and boop and boop. And where does this need the furnace? Right, that's what he needs. No, that's not what he needs. That, and then oh, I'm a dummy. I don't need any of this. I have that. Um, I think it does. Go. Could do that, and then just keep that there. And so this guy needs the black one. Okay, so that, and then yep, there we go. Yep, there we go. All right. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh. There we go. You will need a large number of cores to produce bots. The copy tool helps you quickly copy large pots of your factory. If you have a larger supply, you can add more cranes to speed up building production. The only bottleneck I had was That'd be cool. It's wrong color or the wrong cutting on this guy. Cores are going to be needed by the building to complete bots, but production can only start if the building is completed. Buildings under construction always need a large number of modules delivered. Their production cycle only needs a fraction of those modules. Basic bot assembly produces basic bots. Collect them with a new harvester pad and deposit them in the delivery dock. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so I need a second one of these. See what happens. Happens. Okay, so what if we do... Sure, I food stand. Nope. Okay. Where's its output? Oh. Okay, gotcha. This guy. Just delete all this. Even delete this. Okay. I get it now. I understand. And this is where it's going to be fun and interesting. Here for right now, what we're going to do is... Wait, hold on. No. Boink, boink, boink. And there we go. And honestly, I can just take these out. And there we go. Now it should be pretty... Yeah. I kind of wish you could just push it out of the factory, but the drones are fine. Uh, nope. Okay. And that's completely fine. There we go. Now I have my first bot. 2 bots. Congratulations on delivering your first bots and passing initial calibration. The colony expects many bots to be delivered, so it's important to sustain many buildings at once to keep up with rising demands. You now have access to the counter operator. It'll help you keep track of your factory's efficiency. You can now have the scrapper, which pairs well with the counter to get a continuous flow of the track and efficiency and extract efficiency. You can now upgrade buildings. Upgrading will temporarily stop production, but afterwards the building will output much more with the same input. Be sure to check the building info pop-up for more information about the effects. Do not forget to upgrade your building's unit Nova Formula 404. It's very powerful. Basic refinery. Destroys everything that enters. What did Pigment see? Look at, I'm already going back. Okay, so it's with oil. What are those? Oh, that's more of my area. Oil, okay. So that's oil. Yeah, okay, okay. Space, I like the foreground. Other areas, you probably can unlock those later on. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So I think I've played at least enough that I have a general idea of the game and what it does. Yeah, and it's also been like an hour, so. Let me get a quick drink of some ginger ale because. Okay. Graphically, 8 out of 10. Great graphics. They're great. They're simple, but they're like dynamic. They are colorful. They're not bland. They have um, good coloring. Like even the tree looks nice, and it has blur effect on the side, so that's really good. It's voxel, but not voxel really. Um, but it has a variety within the color palette and the graphics and how everything looks. Like the buildings are different, and you can upgrade them to change how they look in the mines and the furnace and the factories and the splitters and the cutters. They all have animations. The drones have animations. The delivery port, like everything has animations. So it's really good. So it's really great. I like it a lot. So nice, 8 out of 10. 7 is like standard. So this is a little bit more. I like it. Um, music. Probably can't hear it. Music's nice. It's pleasant. It's calming. It's good idle background music. Storyline is so music. 8 out of 10 as well. It's really good. It's pleasant. Pleasantly surprised by how calm but like good it is. I didn't. There was nothing really eye catching or ear catching about it, but it didn't distract from the game, and um, it was good. I liked it. Storyline. 7 out of 10. Nothing crazy about it, but it has a storyline. It's a good storyline. I think it's right where it needs to be. It gives the basic premise of what's going on and why you're building stuff mindlessly. um, to here, controls. Controls are simple. They're easy. They're pretty well laid out. You can see everything very easily. You mention it in the tutorial on how to do different things. Um, So I think I like the controls. It's mouse and keyboard, WASD with a little bit of other buttons. Nothing too crazy or complicated. Um, it's good. Ease of playability. 9 out of 10. It's very easy to play. I did learn that you can just move buildings instead of having to restart, but hey. So that bug wasn't really a bug. That was just me being stupid. It's very easy to play. It's very easy to put buildings down. It's easy to cut things. You can remove mistakes that you make on the conveyor belt, as I found out later in the game, so you're not stuck or broken. You can just clear out that stuff until the right item comes along, which is nice. It's very easy to play. It's very easy to set up the assembly line. Like this, I have a nice little assembly line. It looks cute. I like it. It's building everything it needs to build, and it's delivering robots. So it's nice. So I might want to remove one of those so it doesn't take all of them. And one of those as well. Yeah, so we can allow the. Yeah, it was just needing the black ones to come through. But yeah, 9 out of 10. It's great. It's easy. It's fun. It's simple. Not overly complicated. I really like it. Yeah. Um, Entertainment. 8.5 out of 10. It's You can play it mindlessly. From looking at the settings, there's a way to play it in the background. So I guess like let it run in the background. It's not going to eat up a ton of resources if you maybe minimize it. I think maybe explaining what that means a little better would help, but it sounds like you can just let this run idle. Kind of like the game Kingdom Loop that I tested a little bit ago. You can just kind of let it go idle in the background. Um, I see the same thing with this. It's a little bit cuter than Satisfactory, in my opinion, as well, especially with this 2.5D look down. I like it. Um, well, 3D look down, realistically, but the 2.5D look, I like it. Um, yeah. Other thoughts. I like your design. I like the way the map looks. I like um, how everything comes together, how you can make mistakes and the mistakes aren't permanent. You can just change it, edit it, do what you have to do, and you can make it very much different. Like I had to change up this because my cranes were eating up all of these, so these weren't being made, so I couldn't make robots. Like, and that's cool. Um, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed playing this, and I can see people spending 1,000 hours in this game. I can see somebody doing 500 in like a year. But you're like, hey, I'm sorry, but that's like 20 full days. And what I can tell you is that, yeah, that is 20, that is about 20 full whole days. And yeah, somebody will play this game about 20 full days worth within a year. I don't doubt that. I can see somebody doing that in this game, so I really like this game. Price wise for this game, it doesn't look like they have posted a price for themselves, but I mean, I don't really take that into consideration regardless. Um, the way my price recommendations work is content value versus retail value. Content value when this game is done, which in and of itself right now it is done. I feel like it has $60 worth of content. And I say that even if there aren't a lot of different buildings, it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21. So there's probably like 40 different buildings. That's 40 different buildings with all kinds of different configurations. And I'm going to be including the conveyor belt and such as buildings. But all kinds of configurations. And you have room to move around. You have different spots, and probably later on you can take your drone here and transport your metal over here and unlock these spaces. So like yeah, this has $60 worth of content in it already. I mean, look at the smooth transition of this camera. That's nice, dude. Like, look at that. Like, this just looks cool. Just like the trailer, like it's all misty here. Here you go. Like slower speed and smaller, but you have like this and like a couple drones here and stuff. Like that looks cool. Um, so yeah, $60 worth of content in it. Retail price, I mean, honestly, probably like $70 worth of content value, maybe 80, but never do that in retail. This game for retail, it can sell at $60. I don't think they won't. They'll probably sell it at $60. I think it would do better at $50. Usually, I recommend games sell about $40 just to broaden the amount of people that will buy the game. I do still want to put that into consideration with this, but I feel like retail, this is actually like a $50-$60 game. This will be a $50-$60 game. I hope they sell it at 40, but I feel like it is retail, in my opinion, is like 50-60. I'm gonna do it a little bit lower and hit the 50, but like, yeah, it's a $50-$60 retail game. It has $60+ content value within it from what I feel like just playing about an hour's worth and looking at the manual. Um, so yeah. Uh, as far as DLCs go, tons of possibilities. You can have new buildings, new type of conveyor belts. You could do conveyor bridges. You could do where they like go over these gaps and like over into the new islands, or like a crane that like picks it up and delivers it over, or you can just do the drones. You can do building recolors. You can do new maps. You can do probably new forms of resources or energy or different kinds of robots. You could even do like a different storyline on a different planet. You could do, let's say, a new type of resource with a new type of bot, along with building color variations and a new little building map for uh, 20-30 bucks. So one resource, one building, maybe in two bots. That's four. Plus maybe 1 to 5 building recolors. We'll count that as two, so that's six. Plus a new map, we'll count that as two in itself, so that's eight. 8 to realistically 11 items for 20 to 30 bucks. That's like $2 an item for the consumer. $2 to $3 per item. It's not bad per item for a consumer to look at, but I think a lot of people would buy that stuff too. I would say you could do even $10 map packs. Well, one to four base maps that they can build on for $10. So it can be anywhere from like $2.50 a map to $5, $5 to $10 a map, depending on how expansive or intricate or dynamic the map itself is. So if you have like some very plain Jane ones, let's say kind of like this one, but with like out trees and maybe without the ponds, you could do that for like 250, thinking from a consumer economic perspective. But let's say you take this map, but you also add in like some like a waterfall that goes into a lake, or like uh, a cabin house or something really weird or awkward. Heck, you could even do for like Halloween, you could do a spooky one where the ponds are blood and like um instead of solar panels, they had their flames from like burning oil or something, and then instead of like let's say a log cabin or waterfall or that, you could have like a random building with like a blinking eyeball on it that looks at the camera as it goes around. That for $10, like that'd be cool. I think people would buy that too. Um, yeah. So yeah. That's my thought on DLCs. Tons of options for them. But yeah, this is modules. This is pretty much the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. If you don't, I totally get that. It makes sense. It just makes me feel all nice and warm and fuzzy when you do it. Because I see it and then I do the whoop whoop hoo hoo while doing the roof is on fire, like arm pumps in the air. Um, and then I'll be sure to check out my other videos. Some of the videos on there, the more recent ones, they'll have tests that are either currently available or recently ended. Some of the later ones might have reoccurring ones. I know that, for example, EOD Engines of Destruction had a second test recently, and some people got to go into that one. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time and every time, be safe.